Welcome to Santa Clara City Hall. The beautiful and picturesque grounds tell of a healthy and prosperous city, but looks can be deceiving. Like nearly all other Bay Area municipalities, Santa Clara has suffered from a combination of local, state, and nationally related fiscal issues over the past few years, and it's going to have to make some pretty tough choices soon. Thanks to a combination of the national recession, the bursting of the housing bubble, California's larger budget and pension issues, and a handful of other fiscal woes, Santa Clara, a city usually known for being conservative with its spending, is facing declining profits and rising deficits. Even though overall city revenue bounced back from the effects of the 2008 recession in a big way, the city manager's office has forecast Santa Clara's income to decline again over the next several years unless the laundry list of budget cuts are implemented. Most will affect city services, but others will impact the livelihoods of Santa Clara's employees.
Ron Garrett says these events set themselves into motion over a decade ago at the height of the dot-com boom.
It was essentially the perfect storm of coming out of a period in the late 90s into 2000, 2001 of revenue streams that most government agencies had not seen before. They were very optimistic, very aggressive.
Garrett has watched cyclical fiscal patterns like these for years, but he calls the current situation an unprecedented one.
I think generationally it's unique. We've never seen this before, and no one sees the light at the end of the tunnel as yet.
Part of the city manager's plan involves removing a scheduled raise for city employees. In addition, they would have to choose between a pay cut of just over 5% and having to schedule 12 unpaid days of leave each year. But many Santa Clara workers weren't interested. City leaders responded with an alternative option, cutting 82 jobs, or about 9% of the city's workforce.
Vola Brown is the president of the Santa Clara Employees Association, the largest of the city's many bargaining units, representing 250 clerical employees.
Well, everybody is concerned. We all are worried about a variety of things, including the possibility of losing our jobs, of getting pay cuts, of all kinds of various things. But after some discussion and after some education, our employees mostly understood the need to at least talk to the city about what is going on.
But much like Ron Garrett, Brown and many of her coworkers saw this crisis coming.
I happen to work within the budget for my actual job with the city, and we've been feeling that request from the city management for several years to cut our expenses, to not spend so much, to do what we could to increase revenues, those kinds of things. So from that point of view, all of us that work for the city knew that there were fiscal considerations going on and there were budgetary concerns.
The numbers speak for themselves. Unless all of the proposed budget changes are implemented, including the pay cuts or layoffs, the city faces an enormous deficit well into the next decade. That's not to say that anyone, employer or employee, is enjoying this process.
As an administrator, senior manager in this organization, it is very painful to watch what could be a layoff process.
But the cuts are a necessary adjustment for the city's future. The layoffs will begin on January 8th unless the bargaining units and city leadership can come to an agreement soon.
We all are in public service because we make that choice to serve the citizens, to be of service and of use within our communities. So we're all just trying to continue to do our jobs the best way we can and understand that eventually these things will resolve themselves and we'll be able to proceed.
For the Peninsula Press and the Stanford Graduate Program in Journalism, I'm Eric Silk.